Welcome back to Enderal, where we are stuck in a prison of our mind. At least I believe so. And this guy is not encouraging us. Oh, immediate cutscene. What is this? Final Fantasy?
What the? How did you do that?
What did I do?
You simply opened it?
Oh, is the door open?
That's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just...
You're just not me.
Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
I'm happy to go, but let's make sure there's no little items potentially. Oh, defying gravity. Oh, and sleep. That doesn't help me. A bucket. I don't think that helps me. Hello. Your bow is what I want. Chair. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Let's stop. There we go. Okay, they're hostile.
By the gods!
We're corpse.
The scourges of the Suppressor! They want to punish us!
Take that. Oh, it's painful. Let's see this. Do we need... Oh. I thought I'd just equip that. Oh, you're done for. Where's the other one? Come back here. We're in a good spot here. Ooh. Ouch. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you since you have set foot on Enderal? Now you are the opposite of what you really are. Instructive, strong, powerful, meaningful. In short, the prophet. You have constructed a narrative for yourself, a fairy tale about who you want to be, and you have found exactly those people who confirm it. That's the most important thing, is it? You found someone who believes in your fairy tale. Don't you see? You're simply wrong. All about you is wrong. Pathetic. And you know what? What would Sirius say about this? I don't know. All right. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You can cool off. More corpses. Gotta find some nails. I need to find some flour. Maybe. Can help. Maybe. It's all gonna be human flesh. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. Yeah, you could, like, try to help at least. Flour. I do have crusty bread and a couple of potions. Ooh, war axe. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you in since you... Oh, this is the same? You're pathetic? Okay. We're already improved. So it's slower with a little more damage, so maybe, maybe not. Bloody skeleton that has been butchered recently. Yeah, we can burn the corpse if we want. Do some reenactments. Let's see. Oh. Whoa. That's pretty crazy.
This is so wrong. And right. At the same time. I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The Suppressor will understand.
More crusty bread. See, is that the best I got? I I like swords. Oh, there's a corpse here. I think we came from up here, I believe. Maybe not. Guess this is new.
It's so cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but at least it's
Safe, yeah, let's boon it up. Oh, actually, oh, I can left it and then right it. Top us off. Give me a 2. Well, actually, no, I can't. I'm getting some use out of magic now. This is... Maybe I thought wrong about being a two-handed bro. I need to go to one-handers. Magic is pretty cool. Ooh. Or not. Let's go. Whoa. It looks like I thought it was a trap for a second. Up and away. Oh.
What the? Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left. This will be our
We good.
doom. Oh no. No. Do you see it? All the cells, they're all empty, and there's blood. Oh no.
So what? We're making it out of here, one way or the other.
People in there, just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved because they dared to disobey the Suppressor. By the gods, this is what will happen to us too.
To you, maybe.
It was a mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it.
In here, just oh, hey, Daddy's in here. That doesn't provide any armor, so we'll leave it. Okay, he's helping me out still, sort of. Providing commentary. Switch, probably. Take the skull. Remorse. Oh, I survived it. I have no remorse for that. Alright, let's... I have 3 of these. Why not? Worsen negative effects. This could be dangerous. Oh, it's stuck there for a second. Don't have any lock picks. Where's this guy? He seems like he should complain. Oh, there you are. How are you inside? You're inside. Go grab it.
This is so wrong and right at the same time. I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The suppressor will understand.
Is there like a bow? Got health potions, clothes. None of that helps me. Does it assume that I do have potentially stuff like this? That doesn't help. Oh, you're back. Could I have missed something I was supposed to pick up over here? No, so I'm supposed to... Oh, what was that? Oh, right there. Wait for it. Did it timer? Grab and move items. Oh. This human heart here. Oh. I missed, but I'll take it. Oh. Alright, we're back to where we started. Now what? Good sleep.
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
There must be a way. I don't understand it. Who are you? A part of me, an illusion?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Spirits, I wasn't too weak for them. And why are you afraid, anyways?
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
There must be a way out.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Okay, that's all you're getting out of you. Could murderize you. I could take a nap. Oh, why not? I'll take a nap. The old bucket with a bucket? Do a bucket? Aha! Take that. Let's quick save. Bust out our sword.
Well, well. So
Aha.
you figured it out.
Oh.
Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water in your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
Is this still a dream, or have I woken up? That is the question. Well, let's go back to bed. Oh, can't do that. What's going on here? What is this thing? What is this? It's not... Need a key. Oh.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Let's see what he has to say, though.
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. Bit, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
Tired, where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
I'm not letting it get to my head.
Well, you shouldn't. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't
Are you dead now?
let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
Why are they all ganging up on
You are
me?
nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
Why the eyes? She'll pop him in last.
And a murderer.
You can't prove that.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So you're the ones behind it. Why are you doing this? What have we had done to you?
What have you done to us? You are so naive.
Your mere existence.
The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Okay, so we've met the baddie. Back to the dream, or up fully? Suspicious. I can take them if I want. My chest. Can't do anything with that.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one.
This might be real.
How are you? You look exhausted.
Very. Shock of shocks. Yeah, I had a bad dream, a nightmare.
You did. That's probably one of the after effects of the potion, but it will pass, I'm sure of it. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So we're keepers.
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
Best thing that could have happened, I figured. This the cycle, this cleansing.
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
Wish I could say that was the same conviction as him. All of what's happened to me just yet.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
What's next?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
We both? What about Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
A bit witchery, this little test here. He'll self-control him. He was a simple-minded fool. It would have surprised me if he had passed. Will die? He doesn't deserve that.
No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
He's shaken up. Let's talk later. Dunwar was the last of his bloodline.
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the great flesh maggot plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
A character thing. You don't seem to be too shaken. The death of the Lightborn, I mean.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much.
Or maybe
But
you
yes,
already knew.
In a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the Exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
Talk about the Lightborn, their ideas if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. They weren't benevolent as you make them. Okay, there's no reason to say that. Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place about? He called you a witch.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I wouldn't have asked if I weren't interested. Go for
As
it.
you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
Don't remember?
I wish I knew.
Okay, walk over there.
What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What was it?
The entire village. It had been destroyed.
By you?
There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Why did they attack?
Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the riders think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
Thought that? The 6-year-old destroyed the entire village. That's ridiculous.
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins, with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
See, these men wanted to do what exactly? Take
Probably.
revenge?
Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
It brought you into the Undercity, right?
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my second year.
Tyrus, the keeper?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't
You can
too
sit
happy
on a
about
bed?
pathless
Whoa.
child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
Why is the Order protected but pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like both don't have our reasons.
That's right, we do, but we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malthus's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
So just saw you decide to adopt you? That sounds too good to be true.
It does, yes. But then, he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters. Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
Adequate. Left the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that. What happened to Master Tyrus? Where is he now?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
So you're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from
No.
the village.
I guess I'm not.
So Dunwar believes this story and you being responsible for the destruction of that village. Is it actually true?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Well, you're talented. Reasons for the envy you. I saw your skills, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy. Well, you're talented. They simply envy you.
Maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important, on my goals.
What's that?
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future.
Do you want to unlock your history and some sort of quest we can go on? Let's start later. I should go see the Grand Master now.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
That would be nice.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go. You should reclaim your gear before we leave. Now then, let's go.
Gotta re-equip. Boom. What swashbuckler set? Sneak. Got boots. Superior guard. Not using any of that stuff. And I should have a ring of the Berserker. You can keep going now. Come on, squinty eyes. Let's go. Come on. Out the door? Oh, you're not going to tell me about this place?
Alright, this is the Sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Seems like there's robes and heavy armor. Hope there's a light armor option.
Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor in life as in death.
You just wait and see, fucking sissy.
Greetings.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment.
Okay.
Over there. That's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grand Master as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Fair enough. What about you?
Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
I'm immediately looking for this armory place. Oh, okay, it's closed. So there's an apothecary, an alchemist. Okay, so this is like a set of shops for me. A warehouse key. Where's this go? Is there like a stairway that takes me back up? This door. There's keys. Emporium basement. Butcher of Ark. I've already got 3. So I'm guessing the Butcher books are being released steadily as you progress through the main story. That makes sense. So I have to come here during the daytime. Is there anything that I would want to do? I can watch pit fights. It's not terribly worthwhile. 3 is too much. This, I think I can have it. I don't think it doesn't really show them. But also, I've got to go to the Ancient Circle of the Lost Ones I don't know if it's going to be in this episode, but I gotta keep reminding myself so I don't forget. We will do the super skull on our head and see what we get. Get behind me. Behind. Oh, it's upstairs or downstairs.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your successor of it.
Huh? What do you want?
Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Hello?
Well, look at that. You've actually survived the pointless test. Let's hope those ignorant fools will treat you with more respect than us heretics, although I truly doubt it.
Oh, this is not stealing. Get a hat.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Never told me the ritual could have killed me. Leave something out like that again. It will be the last time I work for you.
Oh, what? So little confidence in yourself. I knew you would pass. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters.
What do I have to swear on? The dead gods? My loyalty towards the Order?
None of it. You'll see.
Very good.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night,
It's like we're on a rush and we're gonna like take time to do this grand ceremony.
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else.
I had the same dream.
It spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
I had the same dream.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us. None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
Weren't you in prison for a while?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I don't know. So I can do this dialogue tree. 30 years of imprisonment didn't leave any scars.
They did. What are you getting at?
You trust your leadership. It's only fair I learn more about you as a person.
A fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks. So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious. The worst, however, was the isolation. Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time before my incarceration, the prospect of what would come after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak.
Well, you didn't have a prison term.
They
You just
reminded
happened
me
to
that I
get
was more
released.
than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Unless they, like, sentenced him for 30 years and said 30, and then we're letting you loose.
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. Like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
And now?
Better. Our mission, my responsibility here as a leader, it has helped me to find my way back into the real world.
I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order after all this happened. A lot of responsibility.
What would have been the alternative? A life as a fisherman? If the things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
At the cycle.
Yes.
These visions I have, the echo of the future, how does it work?
As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it is a way of perceiving that which connects us all, our subconscious.
You mean the place your dreams come from? The collective subconscious of mankind?
You know, most people perceive themselves as an entity separate from the rest of the world. And while this is partially true, there is something that connects us.
Oh, the theory that we're merely antennas.
Bridges to which we in a conscious state do not have access to. But you do not need to be supernaturally gifted to feel that these bridges exist. I am sure you have experienced it yourself at one time or another. A moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would do next. People with close blood ties can especially feel that connection. Children and their mothers, siblings, and especially twins.
All humans are connected?
And while most people hardly feel this connection at all, as if looking through a tinted window, to you, it is wide open during your visions.
If that's the case, how do you explain that I can see the memories of Pyreans?
Their bodies might be, but the traces they left behind still remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be, it already exists in the sea of eventualities. This is the basic principle of magic. And time is not a straight line. Only the barriers of our mind make us perceive it as such. Visions, premonitions, dreams that become reality. These are all leftovers of waves from other eventualities that spill over into our reality. There have always been people able to read them, but none so good at it as you are, thanks to the echo.
I like how not everybody's like constantly yelling at me if I'm within 20 feet of them. Idea how long it's been going on?
Good question. In their writing, the Pyreans say it has existed for aeons. Since this world
How long's an aeon?
Since the sea of eventualities exists, so too then does the cycle. It seems to be a part of existence, so to speak.
What, and no one has ever succeeded in breaking it? It's
The
discouraging.
Pyreans didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations that came before them. That is what we know. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is limited. All that matters for now is that the cycle threatens us, and that we have to stop it.
Tell me what the emissaries would
That
finds us.
depends on whom you ask. In some writings of the Pyreans, we are referred to as chosen ones, but this is wrong. A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task. But fulfilling that task is our own responsibility.
And you have no idea why we were chosen.
No.
And what exactly are these tasks? Oh, are there other emissaries?
I do not know. But there are hints. We will see.
What are these tasks?
Well, that is something else we only know in broad strokes. It is my task to lead mankind in its battle against the cleansing, to rally our strengths, so to speak. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory. How exactly you're going to do that is something we still have to find out.
His is much more straightforward. Am I stuck in this?
As I said before, my knowledge... Yes, dark, cold... A moment where you knew it correct. And while their bodies might be, but the traces...
I'll let that go.
Remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be, it already exists in the sea of eventualities.
I guess it's telling me that I own all this now, or it's not considered stealing because I'm a fellow dude. Oh, you're just gonna chill there. Yeah, so none of this says steal anymore. Yeah, do I have like a bed somewhere? Be most useful. I remember it being much harder to get here. Maybe I didn't come up the circle steps. Like a way out. Basement. That's not what I want. Upstairs. Perhaps just this. Sanctum, no. This side. The Grandmaster's rooms, that's not it. So maybe it is the Sanctum. Stairs. So I guess this is it. That building. Ooh.
Walk blessed.
I'll take that. You're suspicious. Named?
Hey, wait a minute. You...
Never mind. Disappeared. Got the ambrosia anyway. Which is this? Is something I want? Emporium? I don't think so.
Huh, the notorious
Quarters.
prodigy. I was told you know a lot about sword
This be
play.
light?
I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. Need something?
Guessing I can sleep here too. Oh, they're partying it up in here. Cheese wheel. Crusty bread. More cheese wheel. It's the Wanderer, the Seraph. One reports the keeper use heavy armor and mentalism.
Evening.
It's the gardener. Amelia. Just a random bard. We're living it up over here.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
They don't like me.
I just don't see the fuck point.
No, that's your problem. Yeah, there's goodies in here that I get to keep. Do that. Then me searching should take up enough time for it to become 9, and then all the shops should be open.
Outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city?
Looting?
Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
Walk blessed.
Yes. Just doing what Outlanders do.
Who are you?
Yes, that just might work.
Really? But that one's stealing. Can't try for that. $385. Oh, I need a backpack. I forgot my backpack. Nice. Really? Can't hide your coins from me? Last but not least, let's see. Take it. Sure. Oh, and I should actually... Oh, I've already slept. It's not quite 9. If there's an upstairs, though.
Who are you?
I'm the big kid around here that you need to respect my authority. Prophet. This is also considered quarters. Oh, this is... We have a freaking bathhouse in here. Holy shit. We need to be visiting the bathhouse when we have some nice keepers visiting. Oh, look. That's just me. Yeah, that's a different spoon design than I usually see. Did I not take it? Ah, that's why. Have little privacy areas for doing private things. Just leaving the shoes. Those fine boots, though. Don't leave a pair of fine boots in the bath. They should know better. Intriguing.
Yes.
Oh. Is this like a fancier person's room? It's just kind of like... It's bigger, but it has the same single bed. Oh, that's considered stealing. Empty safe. The shop should be open, I would hope. Ooh. Vagabond sack.
Phew. There you are.
Oh, a message.
Here. A letter for you.
Ceremony's ready?
What? Oh. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Safe travels. And may his light guide you.
Okay, I can hop off if I want to. Otherwise, it's a skybridge go-between with archive. Lost Brigand is now mine. Go in the archive.
This.
Oh, hello? Just a bunch of books that I can take, I guess. Or search through all day. Wonder if they have like a sneaky section where I have the Butcher of Ark stuff. And they wouldn't have it up front here. They'd have to be in the registered section. Can't speak. So now we are over here. Is it locked? It's not. And this is also not locked. So we will go in there in the next episode. So, catch y'all then.